The new Google Veo 3 is here, and yes, you can now create full-blown movie scenes with just one prompt. I'll show you how to create a full fantasy movie trailer using nothing but your keyboard. You'll see a dragon video that looks better than CGI generated in seconds. I'll even show you how to lip sync characters and build entire narratives without actors, editors, or a camera. Let's get into it. I'm going to test out Veo 3, which is the new video generation. You can see an example of what we actually built directly inside the chat here. So we said, US comedian in a show delivering this cheeky one-liner, why don't scientists trust atoms because they make up everything, and let's just give it a cheeky whirl. So we're going to open this up, and if we click on play here.
Make up everything. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Why don't scientists...
It's pretty crazy, right? So what we've done is basically given the comedian a message to send, and then it can just have a cheeky... You can see we're using Veo 3, so it says generate with Veo 3 directly down in the video section here. This is a video generated. We can download that. We can share it as well. So for example, if you want to see an example of what we've built here, let me just copy that link and I can share it in a second. But essentially, you can now create videos with Veo 3, lip sync them to a particular script, generate the audio, the video, the scene, and everything else in one single prompt. It's absolutely wild. So here's an example of the subdomain. Here's a video to download. If you want to check this stuff out, I'm just going to post it inside the AI SEO Success Lab. So if you want to get this stuff, free community, link in the comments description, you can get the AI Success Lab right there. And I'm going to create a bunch of other stuff. So here's another sort of version of Veo 3, but this is using something called Flow, right? And it's a brand new tool that's just come out from Google. And essentially what you can do inside here is you can generate videos, but you can generate videos with different scenes. So you can basically create like your own film. Essentially, it's wild. So let me show you exactly what I mean. So if we pull this up, this is full screen. This is what we generated. And if we open this up, it's generated a video of a dragon breathing fire. That is scene 1. Then we got scene number 2. So let's open this one up. Now we've got to zoom in, kind of like Game of Thrones style. Dragon breathing with a made up character, loads of castles in the background. And it is absolutely wild what you can do. We've got a bunch of other scenes generated over here, so let's open this one up. And by the way, in the comments, like if you want to see me generate something, just let me know and I can create it for you right now. In terms of the scenes or in terms of the videos and that sort of thing, just let me know in the comments and we can generate this live for you. But you can see an example. How insane is that? That is... I get a lot of abuse for using the word insane on my channel, which I totally understand. That is fair. That is fair feedback. But that is, to me, this is genuinely crazy that you can do all this. So you can change the camera angle. You can just literally give it one prompt. Literally all we said here, this was a example scene that I actually got from ChatGPT. We said a blood red eclipse hangs over a shattered kingdom as thousands of dragons made of gold, bone and shadow spiral through the sky like a living storm. A lone cloaked figure steps forward holding a burning violin and the leash of a wingless cathedral-sized dragon that floats by sheer force of will. As he plays, time freezes, dragons collapse mid-flight, and reality itself trembles until he whispers, "Playtime's over." What a scene. Tell me that's not coming to the movies soon. That is crazy. Tell me that's not crazy. Alright, you can go inside the settings over here and change the quality and that sort of thing. You can also reuse the prompt. You can open up more scenes over here as well. You can add more scenes in this section, so you can choose text to video, frames to video, ingredients to video, etc. But it is crazy stuff. And the best way that I've seen to use this, let me show you an example, right? So the best way to use this, I think, is if we go over to ChatGPT, all right, and then inside ChatGPT, you can either come up with ideas for your existing scenes, or if we go back here, let's go back to Flow, we can start generating stuff as well. And it's absolutely wild. So if we now say, okay, let's take a screenshot of this, then we're going to go over to ChatGPT, and then I'm going to say inside here, okay, give me some cool ideas for this scene in terms of a short 8-second scene as part of the movie, right? and we'll say, okay, make it crazy, fascinating, interesting, visually, plus short. So wait for that to load, and then it's going to give us a bunch of ideas right here. So for example, like the dragon unleashes a firestorm, time snaps, the flames reverse mid-breath, blah, blah, blah. Let's copy that. Go over to flow. We're going to type that in, hit enter, and we can start generating the next scene inside that, right? As you can see. So it's pretty simple and easy to do. It does take a little while to generate, but in the meantime, you can just go back over to Gemini, and with Gemini, we can also generate videos with Veo 3, as you can see, right? Now again, you could go inside here and you can say, okay, dragon unleashes a firestorm, blah, blah, blah. Let's wait for that to load. And you see that's now generating the video. If we open up Gemini as well over here, so we'll just duplicate the tab so we can go back through some older stuff that I've generated. We'll go back here. And see, this is another video that we generated, right? And this was a dragon talking about backlinks. Now, I'll be honest with you, the sound doesn't sync, so I'm not even going to play the sound. But just so you can see an idea of what it looks like, here you go. Pretty crazy stuff. And again, we generated that with Veo 3. So this is generating now. Flow is generating as well. So these are both products from Google Ultra. I'll come on to the rest of the Google Ultra tools later, but you can see 2 examples. And then you can actually flick through and watch Flow TV, which is quite interesting. So this is a TV channel where you can basically watch creations with Flow. And then if you click on Show Prompt, so we'll click on Show Prompt here, you can see what the prompt was that was used, right? It's a high fashion editorial, a dress made of living jellyfish, underwater shot, right? You can also play the sound if you want to as well. Pretty cool, huh? Let's just, wait, what? All right, I'm just gonna mute that. So this says, 2 men hold a mirror in the desert reflecting the monkey camera operator. And then we've got the monkey camera operator here. Now, bear in mind, this is Veo 2. So this is the old version. Like, that's not even the best version, right? We've got access to the best version that's generating videos like you can see right here. And one of the biggest differences here is that you can actually get the characters you create to talk, right? Now, there's a few different use cases for this. If you want to see all my use cases and examples of what we've built, etc., then go into the AI Success Lab, completely free community, link in the comments description. And if you go to the Google I/O updates video, we've got a 1-hour free course on this stuff. And then we've got tons of SPs on how to use the latest updates. And then additionally, we have 100 different use cases for all the new updates, right? If you want to just check that stuff out. But if we get back to this now, let's have a look what else we got here. So I'm going to close that. We've got the next scene generated. This is unbelievable. So you've got the new scene generated. Let's go full screen on this bad boy and see what we got here. That's crazy, right? That looks better than CGI from early 2000s, to be honest with you. Now, we've got a request inside the chat here. So someone has asked for a majestic fly-through animation. So let's run this. As I said, if you have any requests, just feel free to ask me inside the chat on the comments and I'll create it for you. So inside Gemini now, we're going to say majestic, grateful, dead universe, fly-through, and let's run this and see what happens, all right? So that might take a couple of minutes to generate. If we go back now, we've got 2 different scenes. So we can actually add to the scene. We can go full screen on that. We can also delete it if we want to. If we open up the next scene, here we go. And that is the next scene. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff, right? It's just a dragon breathing fire, my friends. You can create your own Game of Thrones these days. So we've got this full scene over here, full ideas of what to do, etc. You can zoom out a little bit and then have even more scenes. And then you can also click on, where is it? Add to scene. If you add to scene, you can add the new section here, right? So for example, we click this, we can extend. So we can actually extend that and make it longer. Or we can say jump to, we'll grab that, right? And then we can add a new scene inside here, all right? So if we type in text to video, we can generate a new scene. If we go back to ChatGPT, we can say, right, meteor, storm, summon, the rider whispers a spell, the dragon's eyes blaze as flaming meteors begin raining from above, but they stop midair, blah, blah, blah. We'll take that, we'll go back into here, we're going to plug that in, hit enter, and that will generate a new scene, and then we can like cut and crop and all that sort of things, add new scenes here as well. Pretty crazy stuff. Now, if we go back, we're generating that video, but let's have a look at this one. It's wild. It's wild stuff, right? Let's have a look at another one now. So here's an idea for you. What we're going to do, we're going to go inside ChatGPT, and I'm going to create a YouTube short just really quickly to show you how easy this is, right? So if we say, okay, take this and say, create a shorts script for this, and then I'm going to use my shorts prompt. We'll take that. All right, and then I'm just going to take the hook, right? Just going to take the hook. So just for time's sake, really, more than anything. So if we go inside Gemini now, by the way, we've got this new generation, which I'll show you in a second. We could go inside Gemini here, and we'll say, right, for this, describe the scene for an SEO nerd talking about AI, right? Something like that. Now it's giving us a scene description. All right, we're going to copy that. We're going to go over to Gemini. We'll generate this bad boy. All right, so you can see how easy it is to generate like ads, YouTube videos, etc. So just to be clear here, we've taken a title that we wanted to generate content around. Then we've gone to ChatGPT. We've used this prompt for generating the short script. We've asked ChatGPT to describe the scene and everything else. So the scene, the camera angle, the delivery, the line, the overlay, etc. And then we're going to go into Google Gemini here and try and generate this using Veo 3. Let's hit enter on this. And then whilst we're waiting for that to load, let's check out the scene that was requested earlier. That's some crazy stuff. That is some crazy stuff right there. Let's be honest. So I'm just waiting for that to load. Let's check out the next scene. So this is the next scene that we generated inside Flow. And there we go. Happy days, right? Happy days. So if we go back here, you can go into Scene Builder if you want to check this stuff out. Or if you want to zoom out, just click on the back button there and it'll go back to the main scene management, right? And then inside here, you can see all the scenes that we've got, what we've generated, how we've built it, etc. Pretty easy. And it's a lot of fun building this stuff. I don't know where the future's going, but I feel like it's accelerating faster than ever. I think that we have to adapt more than ever. If you're running a business, like you have to move faster than ever because this stuff is moving crazy fast. There's Veo 2, it seems like that only came out recently, to be honest with you. And now we can generate stuff like this and it's super fast and easy. Now, if you want to see some more examples, what other people have built, here's an example. So this was created with Google Flow as well. Great tweet from Dave Clark.
You stay on my 6 at all times.
So here's the thing, right? You might be thinking, oh yeah, you can only generate like one clip at a time. This is only like a few seconds long, blah, blah, blah. But actually, no. And the reason for that is because you can stitch all of these scenes together. So this is actually 1 minute long, right? And this person did it in less than 24 hours. So you could actually create like a full film with narration. Honestly, in a month, you could create a film, right? 1 minute a day or 2 minutes a day. For 30 days, you got a 1 hour long film that's ready to go right there. And it's all customized exactly how you want it. You don't need humans for acting anymore. You don't need Hollywood to do the effects anymore. This is crazy stuff. It looks so cool. Obviously, there's going to be imperfections in this. It's not going to be perfect, etc. But you can see some of the crazy stuff you can build. That is another example. So this is music videos. Here's another example.
New.
And we've gone from Will Smith eating spaghetti like that in 2023 to crazy scenes like this that look like a movie, right? And we're no longer living in a silent era. We can generate sound and voice inside our videos, right? So here's an example of the video we just generated based on that scene and the prompt and everything. Let's play it.
What if I told you?
Obviously, the sound is not perfect there. So what I would do is actually say, okay, change the text to, do you want to make more money with SEO? Then keep watching. Right? You could actually build a full sales letter if you wanted to. I've actually reached my limit on Veo 2 inside Gemini, but you can see how easy it is to build that. The quality of this is way better. Look at the cup, even the cup. It says, I love backlinks. The actual sound generated, the subtitles, etc., not good at all, right? That's not very good. That would require a bit more back and forth. But the actual video itself is very impressive indeed. So let's see what else we got here. So yeah, you can see how easy this is. Let's try the same thing inside Gemini. So if we go back to Gemini now, I'm going to take that prompt. So I think this needs to be simplified, to be honest with you. So I'm going to say inside ChatGPT, simplify this so it doesn't confuse the AI. I'm going to say shorter and simpler. Here we go. We'll go inside flow. And I'll put audio equals this. Let's hit enter like so. And the cool thing about this is it generates 2 different scenes at the same time, right? So you can take which one you want. You don't have to, for example, you're not limited to one video generation. And it seems as well like the limits are much higher inside Flow versus the limits inside Gemini. Gemini's limits seem to be like maybe you can create 5 videos a day maximum, something like that. Whereas inside Flow, you seem to be able to create unlimited amounts from what I can see. I'm sure there is a limit, but I just don't know what it is yet. And also you can switch this around. So you can say, okay, frames to video. Let's take this example. So we're going to download that. We're going to open that up. We're going to go over here. We'll grab the scene that we want. How lifelike does that person? Bear in mind, that's not a real human, right? That's just an AI, but it looks completely convincing. So if we go inside Flow now, we're going to go frames to video. Maybe we can do ingredients to video, something like that. I'm going to upload. Oh, we can't upload images. So that's a bit annoying right there. I thought we would be able to by now, but still, it's pretty cool stuff. And now we have the video generated for the advert. So let's open this up. We'll go full screen, see what it's like. There we go. There's no audio on this, which is weird. Let's have a look if we can use audio. So we get 100 generations per month with Flow. Just something to be aware of there in terms of token limits. It does say you can get audio generation, but I can't see it. Let's just play this back. There's no sound option there. But still, pretty cool stuff. So, thanks so much for watching. If you want to get access to everything that I've shown you today in terms of like how to use it, we've got a full 1-hour tutorial there, all my resources, exactly how to use all the latest updates that came out from the Google I/O event that just recently came out, plus tons of other stuff, including like my best automations, workflows, templates, tips, etc., completely for free. Feel free to get that inside the AI Success Lab. Link in the comments description. Also comes with a community of 6,800 people. You can see we're just constantly giving away free trainings inside here. Plus, if you want to see more of the generations that were built, for example, like this one, Remco has already said it is insane. And if you want to check this out, plus some of the other stuff I've built, feel free to get that inside the AI Success Lab. Link in the comments description. If you need help implementing this stuff, right? If you want to be in like the top 1%, here's the thing that I would say, like, this community is great, it's free and everything like that. But if you want support, if you want help, etc., we've got a crazy number of people and nobody really seems to help each other inside the AI Success Lab. So if you want to get help, if you want to get coaching, if you want to get support, join the AI Profit Boardroom, because that's where you can DM us, you can ask any questions that you have. If you're focused on making money, saving time, etc., this is the place for you. If you're serious about growing your business with AI. And I think we all know that AI is the future. We just have to understand how to use it better, right? And that's what the AI Profit Boardroom is all about. Plus, you can post in the community here. It's a very active community. Comes with all of my best automations, lots of courses that you won't find anywhere else, and weekly coaching calls. We're actually doing 1 coaching call a week at the minute, and we're increasing that very soon to 3 coaching calls per week, right? So there's massive value in this, and you'll just learn everything you need to know about AI to learn to automate, save time, make more money. So feel free to get that link in the comments description. Appreciate you watching.